These are the 10 best luxury hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. The first one on my list, it's the newest luxury hotel in Las Vegas, the one right behind me, the Fontainebleau. This hotel just opened mid-December of 2023, 3,600 rooms. It is the tallest inhabitable structure in Vegas, and they've really gone all out, high-end, really nice rooms. Their base room, the Blue King, it's big, it's luxurious, it's comfortable. There's great water pressure, big soaking tubs, comfortable beds, lots of great restaurants in there, an amazing fitness center, a big spa, and so what more could you want? Why is this 10th on the list, and why is it not earlier on the list? Well, because they just opened, I feel like there's a bunch of like kinks in the opening that they just haven't figured out. In my room, some power plugs didn't work, and there's just a lot of things in the hotel that aren't yet open. But I think once this hotel gets in full swing, it might just move up higher on the list for the next year I make this video. But right now, it's number 10. Ninth best luxury hotel is the Circa. This one's in downtown Las Vegas. It is the newest hotel in downtown Vegas. It has 777 guest rooms. The room's nice in the Circa as well. They're going for this classic Vegas vibe. The casino is a lot of fun. They've got dancers in the casinos, lots of good restaurants, most notably Stadium Swim. They have this amazing swimming pool with stadium seating that you can watch sporting events up there. Why is this one not higher on the list? Well, it's downtown, and honestly, I just don't love downtown as an area, but I know there are many people are, and so if you love downtown and you're looking for the best luxury hotel in downtown Vegas, check out the Circa. Number 8 is the Waldorf Astoria. It's located in the city center complex, though it kind of hides, and I feel like most people don't even know it exists because they don't really have a lot of big signs on the building, and even the entrance, they kind of like try to hide. It's like down here a level from the main bridges of city center. But what I really like about Waldorf Astoria is they absolutely are not trying to bring in tons of people because they don't have a casino. It is a non-gaming hotel, meaning that they don't make you traipse 10 minutes through a casino to get from the lobby to your room from the valet drive or drop off. You just can just get right up to your room really, really quick. It is a Hilton Honors affiliated property, so if you got Hilton points, you can use them or earn them or get your Hilton Elite perks here. This was originally built as a Mandarin Oriental, so built as a super high-end luxury property. Waldorf Astoria remodeled it when it became a Waldorf Astoria, and so it's a little bit of an oasis of calm here in the center of the Strip. It's not gonna be a hotel where there's tons of restaurants and things to do in it. You're gonna have to go other places, but it does have a good center Strip location that it's easy to get out and walk to a whole bunch of other things. Oh, the one con of the Waldorf Astoria though, all of the parking is entirely valet. There is no self-parking option. I mean, I guess there is. You can go to the Aria and you can pay for self-parking over there, but the Waldorf itself has no self-parking garage. Number 7 is the Four Seasons and the Delano at Mandalay Bay. This is another hotel in a hotel concept, and I should point out that this isn't for Mandalay Bay. This is for these other 2 hotels in there. In particular, the nicest of the 3 is the Four Seasons, which I'm sitting at in the lobby right now. When you come in here, you'd hardly know this was part of the Mandalay Bay because it has its own separate valet drive, it has its own separate lobby. It's basically sunken in a couple levels below all the main Mandalay Bay stuff. It has its own restaurants, own coffee shop, own elevators to get up to the rooms, which are in fact the upper floors of the Mandalay Bay Tower. But so when you stay here, you get all these nice things about being able to come to your room, not having to go through a casino, not having to walk a long way, but you can still enjoy all of the Mandalay Bay common amenities, including the big swimming pool as such. The con or the drawback, at least for me, for the Four Seasons is there's no good self-parking option. It's all valet parking. You could self-park in the Mandalay Bay garage, but it's a bit of a haul to go over here. The second one, the Delano, is a separate tower from the Mandalay Bay. It's the boxy one instead of the swooshy one. And the Delano, I would say, caters to guests who also want to be able to get quickly from their car into the hotel because there's a direct entrance from the parking garage into the Delano lobby. You can get up to your room. You don't have to go through the casino, but you can still enjoy all of the common amenities at the Mandalay Bay. The other con, just in general, of this property is it's the Mandalay Bay property is the furthest south on the Las Vegas Strip, and so you're not going to be walking to all that much from here. Chances are you're going to be driving or Ubering quite a bit. It's right next to the Luxor and the Excalibur. There's a tram that'll take you to the Excalibur, and then you can walk from there. It is right across the street from the Pinball Hall of Fame, which I do like quite a bit. The 6th best luxury hotel in Vegas is Resorts World. And actually Resorts World has 2 because Resorts World is 3 different hotels. And Chris, where are you? That doesn't look very luxurious. This is the breakfast restaurant in Resorts World. Sun's out, buns out, and I had to do this right here because the chairs are broken eggs and they're yellow. Those are Randy's Donuts too. But anyway, in this property, let's talk about the hotels. If you're looking for luxury, it's not going to be the Hilton. It's going to be Conrad or Croxford's. They're all part of the Hilton Honors chain. Conrad's the middle tier one. Croxford's is the top tier one. I like the rooms at the Conrad. They're really good, except they're popular, which means the lines can be sometimes busy to check in if you're here during busy periods. Croxford's, on the other hand, because you pay a premium for the rooms, it's a bit more exclusive. The lobby is even more quiet. What I mean by lobby, it's all on the same property. Even though it's a shared Resorts World thing with a shared casino, each hotel has a different lobby, and the hotel, even though it's one tower, they've kind of sectioned off the tower for different parts of those rooms. If you're a Hilton Honors member, Gold or Diamond, the breakfast benefit you'll get at the Conrad or Croxford's is $50 that you can use at any of the or most of the food and beverage places on property. You don't have to use it for breakfast if you're not a breakfast eater. You can use it for lunch over at the famous Food Street Eats too, which is the Asian food court here, which is definitely something I like about this property. What are the cons of Resorts World? Why might you not want to stay here? Well, it's on this same part of the strip that the Fontainebleau is, so there's not a lot of walkable stuff around it. You'll be Uber and Lyfting probably most of the time, or taking rideshare, or just planning to do a long walk. But if you're okay with those things, and I generally am, then check out Resorts World. And for that sweet spot of the middle price, check out the Conrad, particularly if you're here not at a very busy time. Another reason to consider this is because the room rates here can often be half the price of what they are at the Bellagio or the Caesars Palace, just because everybody's looking at that center strip location, and so you're still on the strip here, but you get some considerable price breaks. Unless there's a convention going on, there's a big convention hotel, and so the conventions can definitely jack up the price too. Number 5 on the list is the Cosmopolitan, particularly if you're looking for a hotel with a balcony. Most Vegas hotels don't have balconies because it's too cold or too hot, and so most Vegas hotels you have a window that just doesn't open. But if you want a balcony, Cosmopolitan is where it's at. They've gone all in on balconies. They have more balcony rooms than any of the other hotels on this list. Great if you're celebrating New Year's Eve or something where you really want to be able to look out on the strip and go out there. The rooms are quite nice as well. Now the property itself, great center strip location, located in the city center complex right along the strip. It's a big hotel, but not too big to seem unmanageable. It also has a great selection of restaurants from high end to low end. It's got a great food hall, over in Block 16, a really good breakfast restaurant over at Egg Slut, and still a really good buffet over at Wicked Spoon. Everything you could want in a Vegas hotel, all here at the Cosmopolitan. Number 4 on the list is Caesars Palace. Caesars Palace is a Vegas classic, one of the original hotels on the strip that over the years hasn't turned into a dump, but they've constantly renovated, rejuvenated, reinvented themselves, and today Caesars Palace is home to some of the best restaurants, some of the best entertainment, some of the best shopping on the strip, and some pretty good rooms as well. Inside Caesars Palace, there's a boutique hotel called Nobu Hotel if you're looking for a little bit of a different experience. Now, if you want some of the best rooms at Caesars Palace, book yourself into the newer towers where they've got some pretty good suites in there, but they've definitely renovated the rooms in the old tower suites. Also, you'll just find those to be on the smaller side. Now, on the food note, the food at Caesars Palace, really good. They have Vegas's best buffet. They've brought in New York's best steakhouse, Peter Luger. They have my favorite bakery here, Dominique Ansel. They've got a really good food court, but the con on the food, none of it comes cheap. They definitely charge center strip prices. Slice of cheese pizza's gonna cost you $10 at Caesars Palace. But you won't have to use your car. You won't need a car because you're in the center of all of the action and you'll be able to walk wherever you want to. Now, there are 2 cons of Caesars Palace. One is because there are so many great restaurants here. Everybody wants to come to Caesars Palace, and not just hotel guests, which means this place gets really, really busy. You are definitely not gonna find Caesars Palace to be an oasis of calm. You'll find it where everybody and their mother has come to have a good time, including you. And also, because it's an older hotel, the casino casino ceilings are low, and I feel like the ventilation isn't super great, and so the casino does have a pretty strong smoky smell. The third best luxury hotel in Las Vegas is the Bellagio, right next to Caesar's Palace, also with a really great center strip location. If you don't know the hotel on the inside, you certainly know this property for the amazing and iconic fountain show on the outside. And it's not just a great place to see the fountain, it is a great hotel as well. The theme here is not like old school Roman Empire. The theme here is modern Italian villa or modern Italian palace. All of the rooms in the Bellagio have been recently remodeled in the past 2 years. We recently stayed at one of their 2 queen remodeled rooms, and we really enjoyed it. They're big, they're bright, they're airy. If you spend a little bit more, you get some that have views of the fountains, which are really neat. Also, the pools in the center of the Bellagio are really big pool complex that also look like pools inside of a Roman palace. Bellagio has a really solid buffet, lots of great restaurants, big open casino. Overall, just another great luxury property, center strip. The biggest con to the Bellagio, it's busy. There are a lot of people that come to the Bellagio, and you're not really gonna find anything in the way of cheap eats here. You're gonna have to like walk out to some other properties to find inexpensive food. And now at this point in the video, you might be thinking to yourself, Chris, it would be really helpful if you would tell me how much these hotels cost per night. And you're right, it would be, but that's easier said than done because, like, for example, the Bellagio room that I just showed you in the low season can run for $100 a night, but in the high season can be upwards of $500 a night. So if you do want to check and compare rates, really helps to go to a booking site to actually just sort and compare rates on the days that you're going. Now, if you do want to do that, my favorite for booking Las Vegas hotels and actually hotels beyond is called planin.com. This site offers some really good insider deals on hotels. You do have to sign up in order to get the insider deals, but I was able to get significant discounts on Resorts World. I got 10% off the hotel you're going to see at number 2, and I got over 40% off on the number 1 hotel on this list simply just for booking through Planin. The other cool thing about Planin is the reviews that they have on the site and how they sort listings are based on verified creator reviews. You know, the problem with a lot of reviews on a lot of hotel sites is the people who are rating the hotels, they love any hotel because they're people who rarely travel. And so can you trust their opinion? But on Planin.com, you can definitely trust the opinions of the people who are reviewing the hotels there because Planin vets the reviewers. And you'll find people like me and all of my Vegas reviews up on Planin. If you do want to check it out, I'd encourage you to sign up using the link below. If you do that, you'll automatically start following Yellow Productions. So my reviews will filter right to the top when you search through it, including my recommendations, the ones in this guide. And if you do book through Planin, I'll also earn a small commission of your booking, which really goes to help support the channel. I appreciate it, and it allows me to make more videos like this. All right, thanks in advance. Let's get on to number 2 and number 1. The second best luxury hotel on the Las Vegas Strip is the Venetian and the Palazzo Resort. These are 2 hotels that are booked as part of the same resort because they're connected to the same casino, restaurants, and all of those amenities. What I love about the Venetian and the Palazzo are the size of the rooms. The smallest rooms in these hotels are 650 square feet. They are gigantic. So all of their rooms are suites. They have a sleeping area and a sunken living area. They are well maintained. They are well kept. They've got gigantic bathrooms too. And because they're so big, they're quiet. And I just love sleeping in these rooms, frankly, which I'm in one of them right now as I'm making this video. I also love the theming of this hotel. I love the Italian theme. They just went all in on it. The difference between booking the Venetian or the Palazzo primarily is the theming of the room. The Venetian rooms are more classic Italian. The Palazzo rooms are more modern Italian. But whichever one you book, you're gonna be in good hands. I love all of the restaurants across the property, and I also love the Grand Canal shops. They've got this neat shopping mall that has gondolas in it and St. Mark's Square, and it's just a lot of fun to stroll through there. Also, the Sphere, the new concert venue, is here, just right behind the Venetian and Palazzo, and so if you're going to a concert there, this is a great place to stay. And the number 1 best luxury hotel on the Las Vegas Strip is not the Circa Circus. Did you see what I did there? That was fun. It's actually the Wynn and the Encore just down that way. Let's go head over there to check that one out. And here we are in the best luxury hotel in Las Vegas, the Wynn and the associated Encore. So let's talk about why did the Wynn get number 1. And the rooms, while they're not as big as the Venetian, are definitely more opulent. When you walk into these rooms, amazingly, they just feel rich and luxurious, from the wood paneling on the walls to the leather around the bed to the iPad that you control everything in the room from, to all of the little touches in the bathroom, including lights that light up towels on the bottom. I mean, the room is clean, immaculate, nothing's tired, everything is sharp, and it has a whole lot of bells and whistles that you don't see in normal hotels. Now, the property itself also just has a rich feel to it, and it does feel calm, even though it can be busy over here at the Wynn. It's popular. They sell out. It has a way of feeling just rich and luxurious. Even starting from the parking garage. The parking garage has music playing in it. Like, they consider the parking garage and the arrival to be part of the experience. To open the door from the parking garage, you wave your hand and it opens the door. Very nice. All of these little touches are what make the Wynn the best luxury hotel in Las Vegas. Certainly has a great casino. It has lots of great restaurants and shops. It has a good location, although that's probably the biggest con I would give to the Wynn, in that the location is a little bit out from the center of the Strip, but not so far out like Resorts World or Fontainebleau that you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. So if you're looking for the most luxurious hotel, the Wynn and the associated Encore Tower, they share the same properties. They're pretty similar in style, is going to be where it's at. And if you don't listen to me, you can listen to Justin Timberlake. When he was here recently, he performed at the Fontainebleau, but then where did he stay? Not at the Fontainebleau, stayed right here at the Wynn. Now, if you'd like to dive in further to any one of these hotels, chances are I've got a review on it. If you want to see my review of the Venetian, you'll find it right here. My review of the Wynn, you'll find it right here. If you want to dive into the rest of my Vegas reviews, I'll put the whole playlist right here. And if you want to check the rates, check out my plan-in link in the description. You might find you'll get a pretty good deal using that. I actually got 40% off the Wynn using plannin.com to book this stay. Fellow explorers, usual, I won't say goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.